Match preview time, Chelsea versus Arsenal at Stamford Bridge later today. It's another really, really big fixture for the Arsenal, a good team against a very good team, both having really, really good seasons in their own right. We are first. Chelsea were second in the Premier League. They are now third after Man City barely overtook them last night with a win by the skin of their teeth against Leeds United. And there is no let-up in terms of the difficulty of fixtures right now, or at least it seems that way. Just this week, we had the North London derby, we then had Bayern, and then today we have Chelsea. When I looked at those three fixtures this week, I looked at Spurs, that's the North London derby. If we beat them, we're the Kings of North London. We did that. Moving on to Bayern, on paper, they are the best team in Europe this season. If we beat them, we're the Kings of Europe. We did that. Moving on to today against Chelsea over the summer, they won the Club World Cup. Cool. If we beat them, Kings of the World. Don't see why not. As usual, I will get into my preferred lineup first. The back line, pretty much right to self. Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba, Nketiah, Calafiori. The only real debate there is Nketiah and Mosquera. Nketiah was trusted in the North London derby. I think the only reason he didn't also start against Bayern was because he had some minor injury. Mosquera came in, did a really, really good job. I think Nketiah is the right option today. Left-footed, more experienced, was trusted in the North London derby. Trust him again today. In midfield, the defensive two, Zubimendi, Rice, no issues there. The rest of the team is where it gets a bit tricky because we don't know if Ødegaard is going to be fully ready to start. The same thing goes for Victor Gyökeres and Leandro Trossard. I'm going to assume that all three of them are ready to start, but having only just come back from injury. In that case, I'm going with Trossard on the left wing, continue with him. Very minor injury against Bayern, came off early, but Arteta did confirm it is nothing serious. I'm partly doing that because, yes, for me, he is still our most dangerous attacker right now, but I'm also doing that partly so we can continue with Eze in the 10. Ødegaard, for me, does make our best 11. But having only just come back, I think continue with Eze. It's finally clicking for him. Why disrupt that momentum? Bringing in Ødegaard would always be a risk. There is always an option to start both Eze and Ødegaard in midfield, but against a quality team like Chelsea, I think you definitely need more balance in your midfield. That's why Zubimendi, Rice, Eze is the way to go for me. Saka on the right, no issues there. And then up front, things are going to get a bit interesting over the next few weeks up front because there is a possibility in which all three of our strikers are fit, ready to play today. Gyökeres probably coming back, same with Havertz and Jesus. All three of them, I'm pretty sure, took part in first team training yesterday. And for me, it's Gyökeres. If he's fit, start him. If he's ready for this one, start him. If he's not, fine, throw Marino in there if you have to. But Gyökeres is our best striker in the Premier League. His physicality is coming in very, very handy in breaking up these backlines, stretching them, giving our other attackers more space to work with. And then when he gets the chance himself, he is regularly going to put that away. I think that's only going to get more and more prevalent as time goes on in the season. So there's my lineup. Wouldn't be at all surprised if there's some variation to that because, again, it's still a doubt as to whether Gyökeres is ready to start. If Trossard's ready to start, there's the option of Martinelli on the left, scored against Bayern. There's the option of Madueke on the left, also scored against Bayern. What a story it would be if he comes back to Stamford Bridge and scores another goal for the Arsenal. This match today is not only about the usual wanting to beat Chelsea. We hate Chelsea. They're our rivals. Get the job done. I've seen some ridiculous stuff from Chelsea fans in the lead up to this match. I'm sure we've all seen that one guy putting out his combined 11 with fit players, putting in Wesley Fofana over Pierre Nketiah. Wesley Fofana, I'm sorry, is that the same Wesley Fofana that hasn't played probably more than 4 games in a row in his entire Chelsea career? That Fofana? Is that what we're talking about? And then all these other shouts saying Caicedo is better than Rice, Esteval's better than Saka. No disrespect to Esteval here or anything. Good talent, right? Good one for the future. He's doing it now already at just 19, coming over from Brazil. Respect to him. He's a good player. But comparing him to Bukayo Saka is just diabolical. Bukayo Saka is someone that has been doing it in this league on a consistent basis for well over 3 years, stretching it to 4. There's also, Reece James is better than Timber. He is not. I think someone also said Liam Delap's better than Gyökeres. He's just not, all right? All these ridiculous claims, they have been piping up. I was angry with, I mentioned this with Spurs. Their fans have been way too loud this year because they won a silly little Europa League. It's the same with Chelsea fans. They won the Conference League, the Mickey Mouse Cup of European competition. They won the Club World Cup, which I just, again, do not like at all. I did not watch a single match in the Club World Cup. You're just saying you're salty because Arsenal wasn't a part of it. I was glad that Arsenal wasn't a part of the Club World Cup. I hope that we are not part of the next one in 4 years, even though we probably will be. But last summer, I was glad we weren't a part of that. I was very glad. So Chelsea, good job. You won the Club World Cup. Fine, cool. But stop piping up. Stop it. This match today is about closing mouths as much as it is about getting the job done against this club that we all hate. So a lot of the talk in the lead up to this one has been about how good our record is against Chelsea. We haven't lost to them in over 4 years. What I'm concerned about is that we have not actually won at Stamford Bridge since late 2022. It's been over 3 years since we won a match at Stamford Bridge. 2023-24 was a 2-2 draw. Declan Rice and Leandro Trossard scored. And last season it was a 1-1 draw with a goal from Martinelli. Ultimately, in those two matches, I think it's a couple poor moments defensively. 2 seasons ago, I was given away the penalty which Palmer scored. And then the other goal from Mudryk is pretty much an entire fluke. And then last season, really, really poor. I was very mad about that goal we conceded. It's down to, I think, Thomas Partey in the end not being aware of where he needs to be. He sees it too late that Pedro Neto is going to get the ball in that position and he can't react in time. Timber moves to react, but ultimately the damage had already been done. So that's what gives me more confidence for today, is because we've shored things up defensively. We are so much stronger at the back. I know we've conceded a few too many goals in the past few matches, but defensively, we are probably the best team in Europe. That's something that we've improved even more. Last season we were still pretty good defensively. This season is a whole new level. Gabriel Heinz has come in and done an incredible job to improve our defense, bringing in extra depth like Nkapia, and Mosquera has only improved that as well. So that's the one thing that gives me the most confidence today, is that I don't see us repeating the same mistakes defensively. But please go and win today. Get that first win at Stamford Bridge in over 3 years. The last time we did that was, I believe, September 2022, the 1-0 win, Gabriel header. Whatever issues they throw at us, we have to be ready. Cole Palmer has finally decided to show up against Arsenal. It seems like every single time we play them, he decides not to show. Is he scared? Is he faking sick? Is he genuinely injured? What's going on? Anyway, this time he's finally showed up. I would be a bit surprised if he does start. He's been out for a few months now, but they do have other players that can still cause us problems. Pedro Neto, Esteban, Liam Delap is a striker that I very highly rate, and there's no hiding from it. That midfield is very good. Caicedo is not on the level of Declan Rice. He's very close to it, and Enzo Fernandez as well. So Zubimendi and Rice, they have a tough job on their hands today in controlling that midfield. And I think this is going to be a really tricky match, probably trickier than Spurs and Bayern, because Spurs, let's be honest, they did not play well at all. They are very lucky to get that goal through Richarlison from basically the halfway line. They did not set up in a way that was really beneficial for them. 5 at the back, they never really got going. Same with Bayern. I don't think Bayern ever really got going. Yes, they caused us a few problems, mostly through Michael Olise, but they never looked on top for a long period of time. I think that might be different today against Chelsea, especially with the home crowd on their side. So it's a tough job that we have on our hands today, and one that we have not overcome over the past couple of seasons. Again, 3 years plus without a win at Stamford Bridge. So that's another thing that we need to go and change. We've already changed the narrative away at Newcastle, at home to West Ham, away at Fulham. There's a few games there that caused us lots of problems in previous seasons, and we flipped the script, we turned things around, we won those matches. Today, lovely if we can do the same against a big rival in Chelsea. Now, I'll be honest, I did not watch the Man City game last night. It was 3:30 in the morning for me, and I checked the table this morning when I woke up expecting to see City only 1 or 2 points behind us. I was shocked to see, I don't know why I was so shocked, but I was shocked and surprised and delighted to see that we are still 4 points ahead of them. So a win today would not only shut some Chelsea fans up, but it would also put us 9 points ahead of them. Massive step that towards eliminating them from the title race. And then it would be 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League table going into December. You know, there's a lot of people now saying that Chelsea might be our biggest rivals for the Premier League. I think partly that's big media outlets trying to emphasize the importance of this match, but there could be some truth to it. Chelsea are looking stronger at the moment than Manchester City. There's no denying City's quality, but they're inconsistent. They continue to fumble, to drop silly points here and there. Chelsea are doing that less and less. But a win today would put a big dent in their reasonably slim title hopes. And from there, people will start to see that it probably is just us and City. And City, their issues won't go away. I think they will continue to keep dropping points, silly points here and there. And in terms of rival fans, a win today wouldn't be as big a statement, I don't think, as the Bayern win or even the Spurs win. But for our actual title hopes, this would be a big, big win. Because again, it would be a massive step towards eliminating Chelsea from this title race, making it us and City. And in that battle, we are definitely the clear favourites. I'm not overly confident. I know this will be really, really tricky. We have the tools, especially with some players potentially coming back from injury, especially Gyökeres. It would be so sweet to go out, get a win over our London rivals, and in doing so, taking another big, big step towards that Premier League title that we all want. Do what we have to do, get the lineup right, get the game management right, score from a set piece, score from open play. It does not matter. Get the job done here. Get a win, Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.